Hi guys, welcome to Saltwater Saturday on Life of Gaz. This is where I aim to put a new sea fishing video on every Saturday at 5 PM. Hi guys, welcome to Life of Gaz, and today me and Stuart have come over to North Wales. I'm going to have to leave the place where we are in the description because I can't remember what it's called, but it's a beautiful place and we're come to fish on the rocks. The water is crystal clear, and what we're going to be doing is dropping one down quite short and then putting the other one out not far, because we're, like I said, fishing off the rocks, fishing straight into deep water, about 40-50 yards out, and see what happens. Now down here on the rocks I've got the rigs that I'm going to be using. I've got a pulley rig just here. I'm going to be baiting this one with fish baits, and on the other side I've got a 3-hook flapper, and I'm going to just be dropping that one in really short, about 10 yards out, and hopefully that may pick up a number of species, one of which could be a wrasse, which I'll be quite happy with. Well, no sooner had I set up and cast out, I got my first bite, and I struck into it, felt a fish, and everything was going well until I hit a snag. Now that could have been the fish diving for a rock if it was something like a wrasse maybe, although I've really not got a clue what this sort of fish was. But when it was snagged up, I tried a couple of little yanks to free it, but that didn't do the trick. But since I had a fish on, sometimes a trick that works is to just let your rod go slack, and then wait for it to start knocking or showing signs of a bite, as this is often the fish swimming out and still remaining hooked. Unfortunately though, after giving it a minute or two, as you'll see in a minute, this didn't happen, so I just had to yank it through. Now luckily I've got lots of weak links in my setup when I'm fishing from rocks. I've got a weak link on the weight, and I've also got a weak link in the hook length as well. So they're the two weakest points. So they're the two which are most commonly going to snag up for me. But somehow, don't know quite how, I managed to pull up everything, including the hook and the weight, and I didn't have a fish, and the bait was gone as well. So all which was left to do was to rebait and cast back out. Well guys, it's just getting dark and I'm off the mark. I've got a brand new species. I've got a top knot, so it's a brand new one for me, and it's a brand new one on Life of Gaz for me as well. So happy days. I'm going to go and get this little guy back and see what else is out there. Well guys, I've just pulled in another species. It's a bullhuss. You can see that from the nose just there with the two little bits that dangle down. But it is by far the smallest bullhuss not only have I ever caught, but have I ever seen. He is absolutely tiny. So I'm going to get this little baby back and see if his mum or dad are about. Well, there you go guys, next to my phone another tiny little baby bullhuss. Doesn't look like the parents are about, but they've certainly left the kids in the bay. Well guys, there's yet another little baby bullhuss. So I'm going to get this one back as well. And since I've had 3 of these, I might in a minute decide to change bait and change off of that squid. Well, they're going the right way. They're getting a little bit bigger, but still only tiny little baby bullhuss there. So there you go guys, just to prove that I'm catching more than just little baby bullhuss, there is a dogfish. Now I'm going to get this guy unhooked and get him back, but I'm going to pack this rod down, and I've also got the other rod still out, so there is the off chance I could pick up something else, but we are pretty much coming on to the end of this session. Well, there you go. He's only tiny, but that's my first ever conger there. The plus side is they can only get bigger, but what a way to finish the last cast just there. Now, if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button down here. Check out my latest fishing video over here and my sea fishing playlist up top.